Welcome to Man's Model Moments, and my D&D 5th edition campaign of Autumn's Harvest. This is a semi-sandbox game set a decade after the famed heroes of Waterdeep prevented Tiamat rising, ensuring chromatic dragons did not lay waste the whole of Faerun. These events were the Tyranny of Dragons campaign I ran in my real-life game before COVID set in. Now, the Sword Coast looks almost as though nothing had ever happened. True, Waterdeep and Neverwinter are still being rebuilt in the north, and across the land are marks of the great battles that were fought between dragons and men, which still scar the land, but by and large, life has returned to normal. Of course, there are still evil wizards and the machinations of warring tribes of orcs, goblins, men, giants and the like, even the odd dragon, but then that is as it always was. But, in the calm of normality, the humdrum of familiarity, the absorbing minutiae of the everyday, something slips by in the shadows. All things have a beginning, and most are not started with fire and fury, but behind the scenes, hidden and furtive, small and secretive. But who looks for the first falling leaf in the new life of spring? Who watches for the winter wolves at harvest time? Who is looking for portents and omens of doom whilst trade and business is booming? But everything that has a beginning also has an end. As the nights lengthen further and winter approaches, a small band of adventurers try to uncover a darkness that is seeping through the land, a corruption that appears to be rotting away that before from within. Seeking the origin of this has been trying, and strange creatures flit by in the waters they disturb, scuttling from their prying eyes. But the further they probe, the worse things appear. Just how far has this canker spread? And what can they do to stop it? Our campaign is 5th edition D&D, but we do run a number of variant rules. The ones you'll mainly notice are slow natural healing, where short rests take 10 minutes, are restricted to 2 per long rest, and require healer's kit charges to use hit dice. Long rests are a normal 8 hours. They do not require healer's kits to spend hit dice, but hit point recovery is only by spending hit dice and magical healing, of course. There is no automatic jump back to full health. We also use harder magic item identification, so identify as a spell is required to learn of a magical item's abilities, and some, like artifacts, may require even more investigation. We also use training for levels, so level progression is not automatic in Autumn's Harvest. You need to train to put the experience that you've gained into practice within your class, and the time and methodology this takes vary depending on level, on class, ability, and circumstances. We also use critical hit and miss effects, so we use tables for both critical hits and critical fails in combat. This includes NPCs and also for monsters, so it is both way, so it is balanced in the fact that everybody has the chance to win big or go home crying. Inspiration. We use a card-based inspiration system which has 3 levels, with inspiration being earned by writing character journals. These will be included in the episode notes of each video. 1 episode in arrears, that's just to avoid spoilers. And inspiration cards allow everything from re-rolling a d20 up to automatic crits and healing as shown on the card on the screen. The original idea for these cards is not my own. I have to give props to my former DM, Venter, for the originals of these, although these are slightly modified. We also use a variant rule where every time a character drops to 0 hit points, they gain a level of exhaustion. Being brought to the brink of death is harrowing and takes its toll on your body and mind. You'll sometimes hear me call one or more players into the Den of Secrets. This is a private Discord chat for any content that is just for the players involved, so you won't hear those discussions unless they're for John's character. We play our games weekly via Roll20 for a 4-hour session, or 4.5 hours, but we usually spend half an hour chatting about other things. These videos are then distilled from recordings made by one of the players, John, and were originally conceived to be catch-up material for players that miss sessions or for note-taking. We never set out with the intent of putting them on YouTube, so with that in mind, please forgive any quality issues. We just thought that people might enjoy them now that I have a YouTube channel up and running. So far in the campaign, our adventurers have uncovered a slave ring that turned out to be a huge Zhentarim-backed network across the whole of Faerun, including help and association from a group of mind flayers through a half-elf known as Kalashar. In addition, a cult of disease and decay associated with a seemingly new god named Talander is spreading across the land, with a corrupt druid named Belak being involved in its workings. Portals to the elemental plane of water are also slowly drowning the world, and aboleths seem to have some involvement in this. Hounded and hunted by Kalashar and his powerful contacts in Neverwinter, the group travelled to Lurien, where they successfully disrupted one of the slaver operations and closed the first of 4 portals they are currently aware of. Having learned that they have been sidelined by their enemies, the group have now decided to head back to Multan and from there to Immelmar to find further aid. Now, let's turn our eye towards the brave adventurers that are looking to dismantle the Zhentarim slave network, uncover Talander's schemes for the world, and close the portals to the elemental plane of water that are slowly drowning Faerun. Azurian, played by Tom, is a young half-elf scarred by the death of his father and disappearance of his mother during a raid on his home whilst he was away hunting in the woods. Seeking vengeance, Azurian was taken in by the Ashmade in Neverwinter and trained in the ways of conquest through might in Asmodeus' name. Strong, confident, and increasingly callous, Azurian walks a fine line between saving the world from demonic incursion and bring it to heel under his own boot. Known simply as the Wanderer, or Harbard in his native tongue, the party's main healer and voice of wisdom is a towering, softly spoken furball. One of the original members to sense the growing taint of Talander in the land, the giant kin follower of Sylvanus has pledged to rid Faerun of the growing blight and corruption that this new god, or goddess, is bringing upon nature. Bartimaeus Salapractin, or Barty to his friends, is a young and somewhat naive dragonborn, raised by a rough-speaking blacksmith dwarf in the aftermath of the defeat of the Cult of the Dragon by the legendary Backbiters. His mottled copper, bronze and gold scales, height and mass give him a fearsome visage to the uninitiated, but he loves his food, his friends and forging as much as a good fight. Thea Starflower met the party during the capture of their former rogue Ingrid by the slave network mastermind Kalashar and his cronies in Neverwinter. Beautiful, kind and gifted, Tia bonded with the group quickly and pledged to aid their cause of dismantling the slave network and investigating the growing cult of decay that is rising across the land. Following the College of Law, she is always composing, taking notes, and drawing maps of the party's travels and adventures. Bruin Strongmash joined the group when his mission to turn the addictive qualities of Lurien cheese into an alcoholic beverage ended in the demise of his expedition. His martial talents, fueled by copious quantities of whatever drink he can lay his hands on, have helped bring the group to where they are today, though his less than inspiring and riveting tales and small talk drive Azurian and some of the others to distraction. Minervan Kess, long-time gambler and charlatan, found the group as a convenient way to escape some debts and their overly enthusiastic collectors, despite the fact that all this walking around the wasteland does nothing for his bunions. Smarter than everyone else around him, Minervan is often frustrated by the seemingly incomprehensible decisions the party makes. If only they'd listen to him more. I, of course, am Alex Mann, the Dungeon Master of Autumn's Harvest, and the one who gets to set up the world these great players get to explore and experience. I try to be as fair and accommodating as possible, but we also don't do retcons or takebacks in general. It keeps the game moving and creates more interesting moments when the players have to deal with their own problems, as well as the ones that I throw in their path. After all, this is a role-playing game, not a video game.
Hey Tia, maybe sometime when you're not wearing your nice new clothes, you, me, and Barty can stay in the dome and Barty can breathe fire inside of it. I thought you went to get new clothes. Are you not wearing them?
I don't have.
See, we could have done it, Barty.
Fans a hand out towards Tia, and I'm like, she is wearing clothes.
Yes.
Yes, I tend to do that.
Am I? Oh dear, check myself.
Lena
Wow.
says, yeah, well, I think we're all, thankfully, wearing clothes. Mostly. You looks across at Barty.
Yeah, well, gets in the way anyway.
Yeah, all that metal just slows you down. Plus, look how much quieter you move now, Barty. I mean, you're still not, like, quiet, but you're not, like, clank, clank, clank. And I point over at Assyrian.
Barty has, like, this thought bubble of, like, how to look at sound. And then you see it just, like, gets scribbled out. And then you get, like, the confused bubble from Peanuts. Can't compute.
Wow, when we leave this spot, it'll be the farthest from Molten I've ever been before. And off we go.
Tia or Harbard, give me a survival check with advantage, please.
Got this, guys. Nailed it.
Ooh.
Come on, Tia, roll that now.
And boo.
There it is.
Oh! Please! Oh, come on!
There it is. Harbard
And,
nailed it.
You guys set out, and Leonid starts to chat about the surroundings, and he points to the forest that you're skirting to the south, and says, "This is really part of the Ashenwood here to the south, and that you can just see in the distance. Can you all see that in the north? The line of trees on the horizon?"
Yes.
I squint, unable to see anything, and say, "Oh yes, I think so."
That is the Erlingwood.
Well, let's not be late, huh?
Ha!
See, Assyrian,
No.
bad joke, good timing. See? Don't worry, we'll get you there.
Be late for what?
To the Erlingwood.
No, Erling.
That's right, Erling.
Not early.
Well, now you've ruined the joke.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, it's yes.
But what's over there? Don't say wood.
Wood or the Ashenwood. I mean, people don't really live in the Ashenwood. It's
Evil.
no, but
Haunted.
you see, the Rashemen here believe that they live in balance with the spirits and soul of the land,
Oh, they're like Harbard.
and very much in tune. Yes, Harbard, I believe, has a similar bent. It is typical to leave small gifts for the spirits here to appease them.
Okay.
Maybe you would cook a meal and leave some of the food, or a flask of water. There are occasionally dark creatures as well. But, yes, no, it's traditionally just not settled. It's just, as Harbard was talking about, living in one with nature and, hunters and people take what they need rather than an excess. You couldn't, for instance, set up a logging company here in Rashemen. That would be seen as an affront to the spirits here.
I see. Well, we're not going in that direction, are we? So we needn't worry.
No, just passing through. I just thought it was
Oh,
appropriate to let you know.
Yes, thank you.
Now, the Erlingwood is somewhat different to the north. Don't go there. It's under the protection of the witch Lurien.
No, that's evil.
No, not at all. It's the witch Lurien of the Hathran. They hold a lot of the spiritual power of this land, but the penalty for betraying the spirits of the land here and violating the sanctity of the wood is unfortunately death, and there are no reprieves or. It's unfortunately ignorance is not an excuse. Any who go to the Erlingwood who are not invited there by the Hathran, and the Hathran do not invite people, is killed.
Yikes.
Right. Well, no chopping down any trees then, everyone.
Well,
Yeah.
Or eating them. And I put an accusing finger at Barty.
It's not so much chopping down trees. Just entering the Erlingwood is enough to violate the law. So just don't go north.
Don't go north. That's easy enough, I think.
Yes, the Erlingwood is just off limits. Even the Rashemen themselves. They adhere to it, obviously. But if one were to go in on a dare or something, there is no excuse. They are just killed.
Got it. We won't do it.
Well, you can't really do it accidentally now because it is patrolled. The Iron Lord makes sure that people don't wander in there accidentally. So again, another reason that there's no excuse.
Are there any stories about it?
About the Erlingwood? Well, yes, plenty. As any mystery. But the people here tend to respect the sanctity of the witch Lurien. They trust them. They have guided them for time immemorial.
Do you think it could have anything to do with that harvest man being around?
Oh no, I think if anything, that would be one of the safest places. The witch Lurien are very opposed to any changes to their land, and anything that went against the spirits of nature here would be swiftly dealt with. No, it's far more likely to, if such a thing were here, to exist in Eric Forest, the Ashenwood, the lakes, of course.
Okay.
As you are walking and chatting along, everybody give me a perception check, please.
Bum, 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 bum. Do we get to arrange ourselves before we're jumped?
Oh.
Yeah, just arrange yourselves in whatever travelling order you are in.
Which direction are we headed?
You are headed right to left across this map, which is east to west.
Got it.
With
Go that way.
this being the trail.
Okay, the Surian's there. He's usually in the lead. Or not.
Yeah, I would say Azurian would be at the head of where you're travelling. So if you want to arrange yourselves kind of back from where Azurian is, or adjacent, whatever.
Azurian adjacent.
I imagine I'll be with Minervan and Leonid in the back.
Yeah, Leonid will walk with Minerva and try and avoid Bruin.
You can't, because I'm walking with Minervan. Oh, yeah.
So Minerva, do you want to be at the back or between?
Always at the back. Okay. If we get ambushed, it'll be quick. If we're not, I'm in safe place.
All right. Wow, some pretty good rolls there.
I got a nat 1.
I said some pretty good rolls. All right.
Harbard is just like, man, nature everywhere. Leaf there, another leaf there.
Enough it said nature is magic, and now I don't know what to think.
Yeah.
Just completely broken his
And
mind.
Barney just goes,
ideology.
Can I eat that? Can I eat that? Can I eat that? Yeah.
So Azurian, Harbard, and sorry, that was a natural 1, not the 22, right? So Tia and Azurian and Barty. Tia, Azurian, and Barty. As you're going along, you all hear a noise back here in this sort of large area of bush, like movement in a bush. Movement of something large.
Does it go anything like caca, caca?
No, it just sounds like something large being moved through a bush, like if you're trying to push something large through a bush. And you do see, you kind of whip your heads around and you do see it sort of shake a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just say, "Oi, everyone, just be ready. Something to the left there in the
Just
bushes."
with that, everybody can put themselves on initiative, please.
Whip it out. Initiative. Oh, I'll pick my character first. Sweet.
Oh my god, it's finally happening. I'll get there eventually.
You get to go. You get to go first on the second round.
That's right. I'm waiting to go first.
Exactly. You get it.
I'm a little bit affronted that Minervan is more speedy than me right now.
He's faster to run away.
Yeah,
As death nears, your reflexes hone.
So are your reflexes always honed in that case? Or at your age?
Yes.
That's the secret to being a good rogue. Just always dying.
What's your secret to being ready, Minervan? I'm always ready to die.
Oh my
Oh, I've lost. Where is that?
No, we scared it away, everyone. Fight over.
Oh, no, not that. I'm looking for. I got some
No, but the cannon now.
new music. So while that is searching for that, let's cancel that.
We scared away the helpful NPC.
Oh no.
Azurian.
And
I haven't killed Leonid yet.
I like the qualifier.
He's lasted an unnaturally long amount of time around our party.
But we do need him because he's our contact.
Well, we have an encounter now. I'm sure he's gonna.
No, he needs to live. We need him for his contacts.
And then we just have to go back to Moptan again.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh when they said they go back. We have to go back to the original stuff we were gonna do. Oh,
That's the entire adventure now. Just going on the Golden Road back and forth, like.
Voltan's gonna be like, where the fuck are these people going? They just keep coming back over and over again.
you get to Immelmar and they're just like, oh yes, we know where the components are. They're in Citadel Rashemen. You just go to Milktown and down the Golden Way.
Yeah.
Don't you freaking dare.
You haven't been to Multan Teleportation Supplies or us? Oh.
All right. Tia, you notice and you see down in that direction this creature.
The fuck is that?
What the tits?
I want one of those in my windows,
It seems to be a large mass of vines and tendrils. Seem to be collections of bones within it. It's almost like the entire bush is coming to life.
Bones means loot.
Okay, so you are dodging.
Or bones.
You hear the movement and see this one. And then out of the bushes, the other bushes,
Uh-oh.
see this creature. It's almost like the entire bush just comes to life. This creature comes up and whips two of those long, thorny vines at you. I'm guessing a 10 misses
Yeah.
and a 13.
Yeah. That misses too.
Yeah, and then the other one. Well, there's nicely two of you there. Let's have one at Ruin.
Nope.
God, I'm rolling like shit. This thing was a +8. And Minervan, 14.
Yes, will hit, because I have not put my mage armor on.
So, Minervan, the vine lashes out and wraps around you. This huge, thick vine. You take 18 points of piercing damage and you are grappled.
Oh god, I'm dying again.
But your senses are razor sharp now.
You are almost dead from that. Holy sh!
Razor sharp senses. Use them. That's a lot of fucking damage.
And with that, Minervan, well, this is actually a surprise round, so you are surprised as that thing attacks you. So Azirian.
Okay. Well, that's a problem. I am gonna do this, and I'm gonna pick Thea, Minervan, and what else could have over this? Yeah, Thea, Bruin, and Minervan. Be blessed.
Thank you, friend.
And then as
Just gotta find it now.
can't do anything else. I think I can only make this action. So 20. I'll just go to it. That's the end of my turn.
So Barty, you are up.
Okay, he drops the weapon that he was starting to unwrap, and then grabs his great axe, shouts at Minervan, "Damn it, Minervan! Don't die!"
Don't do it on purpose.
Yeah. And you go, fuck.
Oh, is that my spleen?
10 temporary hit points.
I didn't know old men could bend this way, you know.
And Barty throws on a bit of rage, and then lays into it.
Nice hit.
27 will definitely hit. So with that, how many points? That's quite a lot of damage. 20 points.
Oh, are you raging, Barty? Nice.
And as you do that, oh, you guys will like this.
What the fuck?
You slam the great axe down and cut a great swathe of this off. A bunch of its tendrils fall to the ground, including quite a substantial one, which seems to still be moving.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Oh,
So I attempt to trip my prey.
Right.
It's nature's growth, you know.
It seems pretty planted on the ground.
Oh, funny.
Hey, you're not the only ones that can do puns.
Right. Punctual.
These things are growing on me.
Right. Number 2. Oh, very
well,
good.
no jokes. No pun allowed here.
I think I will arbor some ill will towards this one.
Oh, God.
I'm growing hope.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the second attack because it's exactly the same. Oh, no, not the same damage. It's 10 points, okay.
Barty will action surge.
Does another one of the things pop off when he hits it? Yeah, of course. Oh my god, kill the small things, Barty. Mm-hmm.
Where are you doing that, Barty?
Fire!
Okay, so dex save. Oh, yeah. So, take...
I made a pledge.
Took too much damage off them.
Barty just made some friends.
Okay. You have stepped forward, you cut a couple of big pieces of these tendrils off, breathe fire on them. All done for Barty?
Yep.
Bruin.
So Minervan's grappled. Is he lifted off the ground, or is he still like in the same?
It's just this big tendril has come and wrapped around him.
Okay.
In fact, I don't think he was with you, wasn't he? I think he was here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I thought it was grappled, so it was like pulling me in.
No, you were grappled. It has reach, so
Okay, all right.
they are
Okay.
big, long tendrils.
I'm going
it's not
to-
pulling you in. It's just literally holding.
I'm gonna step under the tendril there that's holding Minervan up, and then
Uh-huh.
I'm going to stab it because I feel piercing might work better on this thing.
You're going to stab the...
The main creature
Yeah, okay. The 28 will most definitely hit.
for 12, and then I'm gonna spend a key point and try to stunning strike it. So he has to make a con save.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
alright.
yeah, it makes sense. Don't feel that did as much as it should do.
Damn,
Piercing damage seems to be less effective.
got it.
But it does not drop a big tendril.
See, it's the slashing.
Slashing weapons, cut them off.
I'll just stab the one next to me, the little 17
That'll hit.
for 8, and then I'm going to spend one more key point, flurry of blows.
Both of those hit. And as you do that barrel spin kick, another drop.
And I will, with my 3 disengage.
So you will see Bruin just a spur into action, come in, stab this thing, kick off a piece of it, and then just run off. Harbard.
What if I told you you're standing in a diagonal straight line?
Quiet you. I just realized that.
I'm going to bonus action cast Healing Spirit.
Ooh, we've not had this one for a while.
Yeah. I only recently saw that it got eroded. Basically,
It's
it has-
now less bullshit than it was, but still bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still running it as it was before, as we run it.
Technically, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is your spirit unicorn? would you like it?
Sure. On top of Minervan.
All right.
Mount Minervan.
Right. Do I get the 2 that you rolled in?
I don't
Or
It's
is
the
that
start
the
of
start
your
of my
turn.
turn?
Yes, it's
Start
start
of
of
my
your turn,
turn,
or when you go through it. Yeah.
Let's just give this a little bit of an aura. Just make it all magic. What colour would you like the aura?
Green.
Brown.
So I'll wild shape and then just kind of step into its area.
All right.
Burn,
Which will
baby,
be the
burn.
thing.
Disco burn out.
Okay, if you want to roll 2d10, because it's the 1d10 for you moving into it and the start of its turn.
Whew.
Ooh. All right. All done for Harbard?
Yep.
He doesn't want to be within 5 feet of you anymore. He don't like that.
All right then.
It is fire.
Ooh.
All right. Sight has the tendril
Who has disengage bonus action?
will lash out at Barty.
At Barty?
So this is this one here.
Oh, the tendril.
Yeah, it's taking the initiative of who they originated from, I assume.
I see. I got confused by that.
19.
Yeah.
Barty. You take 6 points of piercing damage as this thorny tendril whips out at you. Tia. Which one are you attacking? Okay, that will miss.
From Bless.
Also misses. Still misses, rather.
Well, I
And that will also miss because you can't possibly roll more than a 4.
I try. Oh, then A step here.
Oh,
All right.
oh, it doesn't have attacks of opportunity.
Oversight. We have lots of things to do here. So, this 1 second. Right. Well, duty. Let's attack you with a thorn vine. 16.
On duty?
Yeah.
On duty, that hits.
Take 25 points of piercing damage.
Fuck.
Duty poofs.
So you make a dex saving throw, please.
Dex save.
Yes.
Although unexpected, you managed to keep your footing as you hit the ground.
It's not that unexpected, to be honest.
We'll try and catch you, Lurien. Let's see if we can get you with one of its thorn vines. 16?
Nope.
Alright. Minervan, you take 5 points of acid damage as you see these thorns biting into your flesh. This sort of sap that this thing is oozing burns. It burns badly.
Well, luckily, the temp HP ate most of that. All of it, rather.
These two tendrils will attack Barty.
Oh,
27, I'm guessing, hits. And an 18.
Yep.
Both hit.
Yep.
For a total of 20 points of piercing damage. This tendril will attack Lurien. 16.
Nope.
Yeah, Barty seems to... There's more meat on Barty. Seems to be tastier. Minervan.
Right, as I struggle against the vines grasping me, I will yell out, "Unhand me, you overgrown Brussels sprout!" and clap my hands in front of myself as I cast Thunderwave.
Alrighty.
nice.
So, DC 14 con save.
That 6 is healing for you.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And it is blasted back 10 feet, dropping you.
And as I am set on the ground again, I will lift the hem of my robe and move off here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna moon it.
All done for Minervan?
That's it for me.
Brilliant. Let's see. He casts a spell on himself to start with, and will move back to Minervan. Barty.
It should be me though.
Oh, yes, sorry. Lurien.
Yeah.
I'll put the initiative order sorted when we get to Bruin.
Okay. So I point out my sword and I fireball
Aha.
down. I guess around here, this square.
Okay.
I'm thinking Harbard should be fine since he's made out of fire.
It'll be fine.
That'll be fine.
So which square are you centering it?
It's 20 feet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, just tell me which you're...
just down here.
If you do it here, you can get them all.
Yeah, no measuring it. But
No pre-measuring though, so
Ah,
this square here, yeah.
Boom. There we go. Let's make some save.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a fail.
nice.
And as the blast of fire hits this thing, it definitely does not like that. Tendrils crisp and burn as this flash of fire explodes out as Azurian's finger points. There's a flash of light. Tendrils explode out from it. Most of them are singed and burning. One seems to be animated enough. That seemed to have a much greater effect than you would have expected from a normal creature, Azurian. Fire seems to be pretty effective.
Yeah. Okay. I've done that. Since I already cast the spell. Okay. I am gonna move though. I'm gonna move to adjust this square for now, and that will be end of my turn again. So now it will be Barty.
Okay, Barty.
Alright, I'll just.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. And you just chop it in half, and the wriggling tentacle stops moving. All right, and that will miss. As your axe comes down, some of the tendrils just sort of push the haft aside, and you miss. All right, Ruin.
Okay. Let's see. So, did this thing use its reaction? Because it didn't attack Tia when she ran away. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna step up to it. And I'm gonna stab it 2 times.
All right. Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Does a 17 hit?
17 also hits.
For 16 points, which I know doesn't do as much. And I'm gonna spend a key point to dodge. And
Right.
end turn.
Fire Harbor Mental.
What does Fire Harbor Mental sound like?
I don't know. What does fire sound like? Crackle and pops.
Every few minutes, it just sounds. This is fine.
This is fine.
Little help, Harbard.
Oh, I need to.
Oh,
revisit
are these tendrils like corn-based? Do we see a lot of popcorn just popping off right now?
Corn.
Oh, no, great.
I think things within 5 feet of you take damage, don't they?
Oh, at the start of my turn, yeah.
So if you want to roll your damage for the tendril, it crisps slightly at the edges. You think with it being burnt off the other piece, this is kind of the resistant, highly sappy tendril.
Okay. I'll hit. And I'll touch him.
Alright, if you want to roll your damage for moving through the tendrils. Okay, moving through that one seems to crisp it a lot more.
And I'll touch.
And the touch hits. It's not looking great.
Wow.
And I'm gonna.
Let's try and
Step
melt
in.
all of your PC CPUs. Adding more fire.
All the fire.
Then I'm gonna touch that tendril next to Barty.
Assyrian just goes with all the fire around you. There's no place like home.
As you touch the arbor site, a tendril does drop off, burn through part of it, and the wriggling tendril continues on the floor.
And I'll try to get out of Barty's way.
This one would have had an opportunity to against you too.
Okay.
17?
That hits.
7 points of piercing damage. That tendril just fell off. As you move into it, crisps and burns away.
Oh.
All done for Harbor Elemental? Sorry, what was that?
Bonus action, I'll move the unicorn to Minerva. Look after
Okay, gotcha.
Because I can't control it. There we go.
Okay.
It's on fire.
This plant is on fire.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Little help here, everyone. It's big, I'm small. Oh, where's it going?
Doesn't it take damage at the beginning of its turn?
It will take a d10 damage.
I'm having never to use this again.
It all seems to be working well. And then a Thornvine whips out at you, Bruin.
It's at disadvantage.
12.
That'll miss.
And another one. Tia, do you want to be 1 or 2?
That'll be 1.
It's at you then.
Sorry, Tia.
15.
There it is.
14.
Still hit.
Ugh.
Shouldn't it be a D8? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it should be D8.
You've been using D8s before, haven't we?
One was always a D6.
You take 26 points of piercing damage. That was a big roll. Almost max. And you are grappled. Chunky roll. That. Tia, give me 2d6, please. You take 7 points of acid damage as the tentacle holding you seeps acidic sap into your wounds.
Oh.
And it is your turn. 12 will miss, but a 15 will also miss.
Oh,
Jesus.
maybe.
Maybe?
No, 13 also misses. The pain of the acid seeping into your wounds makes your ice stream, just gives you a bit of an off aim. And despite feeling this blessing on you, the bolts go wide of the arbor site. All done for Tia?
That's it.
Okay, give me another d10 for this boy. This bonfire, as it seems to be at the moment.
Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno. Yeah, this thing does not want to be. Doesn't have much choice.
What will it do? What will it do?
At this stage, it is just going to move away from you, Harbard. You want to give an attack opportunity?
Oh boy.
Can it be burning more than once?
The fire on it sort of messes up your perception. You kind of like, is that me? Is it you? Is it? And you touch misses.
Not me.
That's roast.
Right. Thornvine on Barty. 24.
Yes, please.
Yes,
22 points of piercing damage.
Fuck.
Thank you.
You're grappled.
God damn it.
And let's go for Azurian again. Azurian remains untouchable. And then Tendril time. Let's have one on Azurian. 21 Azurian.
Ooh, I think 21 actually just hits. Yes, it does.
That's 8 points of piercing damage.
Now you've made him angry.
It goes for the face. And this one will attack Harbour Mental.
Hang on, I'm just gonna make a con save for this there.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, which you have no problem with. It does a little scratch underneath your eye. You just look at it. It's like, yeah, that just.
Yeah, you're gonna die now.
Chicks dig scars.
Mm-hmm.
Harbard, 13 points of piercing for Harbour Mental. That is the Arborsight's turn. Minervan,
Run, Minerva.
take
run.
some lovely healing.
Mm-hmm. 2. Well, 1, rather.
You hope for 2, but only get 1.
Oh, yeah. And...
Even the healing spirit is like, have you smelled his fruits? I don't want to go in there.
Move out of it, just in case someone else wants to use it. But I will chill touch this one. Sorry, the southern one.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh, that definitely. It's 10 points of necrotic. Yep. You, the hand strokes part of it, and the vines turn grey, ashen, wither away.
All right. Nothing else.
Okay. Leonid looks at you, Minervan, and says, yes, well, we've had a bit of fire. And he holds his hands forward in a sort of cone shape, and frost springs forth in a cone shape towards this one.
Go back, go back, go back, go back.
Missing Bruin.
Ah.
Good save. Oh, cone of cold is cone of cold. Death.
Con save.
Nice.
That's a shame. Holy shit. 35. Ouch.
Wow. Yikes. Damn.
It does put out the fire. That's a good thing.
Yeah. I'm hoping the fires get put out eventually.
Well, eventually the forest burns down. And there's nothing left, so it'll go out. Don't you worry.
Hey guys,
Bart.
look, here's this sacred forest that they'll kill you if you go into. Don't go setting any fires.
Yeah, says the nature guy.
Who turns into a giant fire.
To control the
That's
bird.
all for Leonid.
Control bird.
Lurien.
Okay. Seeing that Thea got caught by that thing, Assyrian looks back at it and say, "You let her go," and he will use her spell,
Fireball.
which will be this,
Ah.
and I'll end up there, and then I will attack this thing.
Before you attack,
You're on top of
before you
tempo.
attack, if it's an attack roll, I will give you a 20.
Thank you.
Fuck it up, Assyrian.
Just before you strike Azurian, you see in your mind kind of a small vision of the future, and you see a little vulnerable spot on this thing just in your mind. You can't actually see it on the creature, and then you look, you see the opening, you take it, and go ahead.
Yeah.
You get a crit.
So I get. How do you automatically roll?
I just roll your attack as normal, and then just take your crit. Either take the damage or just roll
Right.
the same.
Yeah, I'm putting in level 3 smite
thought you
into
might.
this.
Holy shit.
Inconceivable.
Is that a 12d6 then?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, because it's
Not 12d6.
10.
And then weapon.
And then
And then? No, I'm dead.
Then.
No, I'm dead. Oh shit, you got severed too.
So. Yeah.
Okay, he's not wearing armor, so you get the major injury chart.
Fuck
Yeah. Major injury, right. So.
Watch him get severed limb.
No, not my advantages.
And the damage will be max for the normal hit here. So there will be another 2, so that will be 13 points of slashing damage, and then it will be for
Another 4. Damn.
Well,
88.
it's 13 plus that roll. Yeah, so
that's 13 plus.
13 plus the roll that you just did, the D8 plus your strength plus the.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the dice you get, so it'd be an extra.
Yeah, not the normal dice. So yeah.
19, and then 21.
And then 88 for smite.
Yeah, which I've rolled now, so that's 33 points of smite damage.
Whew. It's gonna be pissed.
So what damage in total?
19 plus 33, that's 52.
52.
Holy fuck.
So you slash at this creature, a pulse of black energy tears a great chunk off it, which just falls to the ground, turns black, sort of into almost ooze. Small piece does actually fall, gets severed from that before the pulse of black energy and rise around.
All right, and I'll hit it again. But this time I will see here.
Finish it off, Assyrian.
18,
18 will hit.
Kill it.
and I'll just put a little mini smite into it. The second one.
Little baby smite.
Yeah, so only 14 damage.
Is it enough? Oh, so close.
And then, yeah, that's it, I think. I can't do anything more. Oh, that's so annoying. That was almost minimum damage on the second roll there. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Barty.
Right. Yes.
Maximum power.
Oh shit. What am I doing? So 17 points of damage. I'm going straight out. So we'll get this guy and this guy.
And your blast of flame crisps this thing, almost completely destroying it. That one can't possibly survive. But another one does fall off the burnt lump that you've created.
Snorts a bit of smoke out of his nose.
Order of Barty?
Yes.
All right, Bruin.
Okay. I'm gonna stab the big guy
That will hit.
for 9, and then since he's still standing, I'll stab him again. 18
18 will hit.
for 7.
And with that, the final plunge of the dagger in is enough just to exactly take it to 0.
Oh. I'm gonna spend
Nice.
1 key point.
And as you do that,
Oh wait! Oh shit!
these tendrils also cease to move. Okay, so how about you come in? The first touch misses, but the second one you plunge your fiery fist into this creature and incinerate it. And with that, any tendrils remaining fall lifeless. The ones around you are
And
probably
I
burned anyway.
immediately revert with my bonus action.
All right.
Oh, God.
The fire's out of
A little bit.
control.
A little bit of burning plant on the ground there. Burns for a little while and then goes out.
Well done, everyone. Minervan's alive.
No.
Barely.
You look fine.
Uh-oh.
Well, kind of. It exfoliated your skin a little bit. Wonder if there's anything worth collecting off of these. Ooh, some of that acid. I'm going to... I have a vial, I think. Shit. Yeah, I do. I got one. I'm going to try to fill a vial up with the acid from one of these creatures.
Okay, give me just a straight dex check, Bruin. You managed to get a little bit out.
Okay.
Kind of, it's not really fluid. It's, like sap is quite sticky and viscous.
Yeah.
So it's kind of difficult to tease it out, but you managed to sort of scrape through and scrape some into a vial with your dagger.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. While I'm doing that,
Enid looks at you all and says, yes, as I mentioned, there are still dangers along the way.
Everyone okay?
I would think so.
Minervan had a close call there.
Pets her belly.
Minervan usually has a close call.
Huh? What? Yes, I'm fine. Why do you ask?
You already forgot.
Forgot what?
Never mind.
Exactly.
You see trauma in his eyes.
Those 14 points were for you as well.
He's like, and I'm full.
Close.
I wonder, do you know, anyone know what those things
that's the
are?
wrong one.
Give me a perception check, Bruin, as well, while you're scraping stuff.
Yeah, I was going to add, I wanted to see if there's anything else beyond the acid stuff.
Just scraping this, you can see within the tangle of vines there do appear to be bones. Looks like humanoid bones.
Hey, Barty, come here for a second.
Huh? You looking for loot too?
Just come here. Look, pull those out, would you? See? Right there. Right there, I'm pointing at it. You see it? I think it's a femur. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What? You want it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's something else in there. I don't know. If these things eat things, maybe there's like, I don't know.
The femur is actually really nice to chew on. I find they help me think
No.
the best.
No, I didn't. Okay. You can have it. But pull it out. Let's see what else is in there.
Okay.
Maybe look inside its stomach.
Okay, give me an investigation check and 2d6, please.
No, to your left. No, not that left. That's your right. No, stage left. No.
You start pulling bits of the vines out, and as you're pulling it, Barty, the sap starts to burn into your scales. You take 3 points of acid damage. And you kind of just like, this stuff burns, and you stop kind of trying to pull out bones.
He raises his scaled eyebrow.
No, not like that. Here, let me try. All right.
I could use this stuff to get the grit.
May
out of
I
my
lend
scales.
you a hand?
Oh, yeah, Bruin's about to like plunge his hand into the thing. Okay.
Pushing the vines a little away so they can access stuff.
Give me a performance check, Tia. And the hand is guided over as Tia plays the notes to control it, and it pulls the femur out for you.
What do you think the
Okay.
odds are that there's things inside of it?
You look at the femur, you can see it is pretty clean, acid washed almost.
That's what Barty's thinking.
I mean, like,
Clean the claws on his feet.
hey, Barty, you should cut it open.
You know, there are special clinics that you can go where aboleths nibble at your toes.
It's very hygienic.
Nice.
They also enslave your mind and do other things, but you don't worry about that. You get very clean feet.
Sounds delightful.
Cut one open, Barty. Let's see what's inside.
Give me a medicine check. Anybody who wants to look at the femur.
I'll definitely look at it.
I think I'm holding it at the minute.
I like the way those gradually go down. T, you look at it. It seems to be, you would guess, a human femur. Bruin, it looks like a big femur. Barty, it's a bone.
Barty, we don't eat that one.
This is human.
Don't eat that
Your
one.
toy.
No, not that one. Here, if you open it up, maybe there's non-human ones.
Why are you so picky?
Because you can't eat people. Even dead ones.
Person anymore. Look at it.
It was.
Waves it.
Trust me, they won't like it. And I point over my shoulder at the rest of the group.
Like a despondent teenager.
I
Fine.
mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
What? Barty, you can't eat people. No more.
No more people. Okay. Right. Let's cut this thing open.
Harbard, give me a nature check, please. Harbard, you don't get the feeling. In fact, Dennis secrets, please.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking, Barty, you know how like you tenderize meat before you do stuff with it? I'll just punch it a few times to like weaken, break some stuff, and then easier for you to get open. Trust
He
us.
holds up his battle axe.
Or that. I think this is a good idea, everyone. We're gonna find something useful in here. I can feel it.
He
Or
also
it-
kind of he waggles it. He's like, it's also magic.
Well, and then also, if it doesn't work out, Minervan, you can I don't know. Do you draw like pictures of things like monsters you see for like study or something?
Don't really draw.
Oh, you could take notes for like a book.
Yes, of course.
That's a wizardy thing.
Leonid is like,
The plant was very aggressive. Do not go near it.
Try not to eat it.
Oh, I hadn't thought
May
of that.
contain nuts.
allergens in bold.
Hey, maybe it's like a really mean. What are those things called? My mind's blanking. The vegetable thingy with the leaves. Artichoke. It's like an artichoke, but like super vicious, right? So the outside's all gross, but I bet you deep on the inside there might be something tasty.
Yeah. Well, it'll certainly make your piss stink.
That's asparagus.
Same thing. It all makes me stink.
Oh, you don't stink, Minervan.
So we're looking for the artichoke heart inside this thing, Alex.
Right, okay. Who's
Bart.
doing that?
Barty has his delicate tool, the great axe.
No, the battle axe.
Oh, the battle axe. Sorry.
I mean, I have a hand axe as well. I have 3 different sizes. He just sort of like holds them up. Huh?
I'd say go with the. How long do we have, everyone?
In this
At
campaign?
this point, it's midday. It's a slightly overcast, but clear day.
We should be pretty quick,
Slightly chilly.
but we're not like super quick. So use the middle-sized one.
Okay.
And Leonid, do you know what these things are?
Whack!
Give me a dex check at disadvantage, Barty.
Everyone in the splash zone.
Yeah. Basically Barney and Bruin.
Barty just hacks into this thing, and eventually it is just a pile of bones and vines. There doesn't seem to be much left. It was already kind of, partially destroyed from the combat, but now it is just, it's like he's just gone with a petrol-driven whacker at these things, and there were just bits of vegetation and bone everywhere.
Yeah, he just took a lawnmower to it, basically.
Leonid looks at you, Harbard, looks at these things, and it's just like, I don't believe I've encountered anything quite like this. There are various tales, of course, about the forests and the dark things in it. But no, it's very interesting. You can see he's already reaching into his backpack for his notebook,
Whack!
the quill.
Whack!
Okay.
Barty sort of like taps his battle axe. He's like, "Is there any magic in there? Magic stuff? Any magic stuff? Is there any magic in there? Is there magic stuff? How do you find Do you have a find magic thing? Is there a magic stuff finding thing that you can find magic with and stuff?"
All right, fine.
There is.
I'll
You
cast
know
detect
how to
magic.
do that. Harbor, can you see if there's like magic and stuff that you can find? It's like the eye said that we should find like the magic stuff.
Definitely.
Definitely. Yes, absolutely. Because Barty's a freaking genius.
Barty looks at the arbor site and says there are 3,842 pieces of tendril.
Approximately.
Barty, raise your left hand. He lays down. You guys got this.
Bartman.
You got this, Harbard.
Oh yeah, I was looking through the corpse with detect magic, and then I'm gonna sift through the ashes of the other one, I guess.
Barty sort of like looks over your shoulder.
Definitely hand axe next time, Barty.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I'm gonna find anything. I mean, they're just plants.
You could try eating one. Maybe you could try eating the cooked one. Maybe it
Why are you
neutralizes the
eating it?
poison.
Why
Acid.
are you looking for magic then? If you think that there's no magic stuff to find, like you shouldn't. I don't
You
know.
told me to look for magic.
I was just asking, you know.
So you're ritually casting that, Harbard?
Oh no, just with my racial trait.
Ah, right. Okay, yeah. There's nothing magical that you can discern about these creatures or
Sure.
within their remains.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything around.
Do you think it'd be safe for
Can we
Barty to
move on?
eat it? Oh yeah, we should go.
Can I take a few minutes? I just want to look around a little bit.
Sure.
There's just like a constant stream of like bullshit babble from Barty. He's just like, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there was ever any kind of magic stuff to find, like, I should probably know who to ask first. Before I try to look for the magic stuff, because I never seem to find anything. It's not that I'm not looking, but... And just like it just on and on and on and on.
The rest of you see Leonid go up to Minervan and have a slightly low-key conversation, looking over towards Barty and the rest of you, in a similar way that he did with Harbard previously.
I think you can eat the cooked one, Barty, because there's some things that once you cook them, they're safe to eat, but not before, like chicken. Well, maybe not for you, but for like the rest of us. Chicken. You shouldn't eat it raw. You can get real sick.
I usually just put it in the fire. Whatever comes out, I eat it.
That's probably good enough, more than likely. But anyways, what do you think about the plant?
Vegetables? Plants are vegetables, right?
It's a vegetable.
So let's eat it.
Okay, you try it. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna watch. Minervin, he's doing it again.
Oh. All right, I'll take notes.
Minervin, as you see Barty and Bruin having this strange conversation, you could kind of call it a conversation. Barty's just going through this repetitive kind of asking about magic. Leonid comes up to you, looks at Barty and you, and says, "How long have you been traveling with this group?"
I want to say maybe a month? Less? Somewhere around 3 weeks.
You're a much stronger man than I imagined, Minervin. He pats you on the back and
Oh,
back to making his notes on this creature, or the remains
Thank
of
you.
this creature.
thank you. And as he walks away, I sort of look at my biceps and give him a bit of a squeeze.
Yes.
It's just like touching yogurt,
So, Barty, you pull off part of this blackened. Imagine getting a whole bunch of just tree and vines and stuff, and flash burning it with petrol, something. So the outside is completely carbon, but inside is pretty much as it was. Maybe hot, or some of the sap has bubbled out and stuff. So it's a kind of a mess, right? It's not ash and it's not kind of fresh. It's a mixture of the two. Seared. And kind of, you break it off so it's brittle, but in the core it's still kind of fibrous and has this sap all the way through it. So you managed to pull off a good chunk.
Yum.
And you take a good old bite. Give me 2d6, please.
2d6 delicious damage.
Too delicious. Oh. Oof.
Yeah, and the acid running through this creature's sap is just acidic, right? And not in a good way, not in a rhubarb tart kind of way, in more of a I'm drinking sulfuric acid kind of way. Yeah, it's really, really horrible. The carbon is about the nicest part of it.
Of course it is.
I mean, if you were to, burn this properly, you could get some decent charcoal out of it. But this sap, this acid, a perception check.
It's a bit stingy.
I don't know if that's really. I mean, I have some of the stuff, so I like the sap stuff.
You do see, Barty, as you kind of pulling, these bits out, at the heart of this, it seems to be the kind of internal bones of the humanoid that the bones seem to be scattered through this, seem to be more at the heart. So like the pelvis and the spine seem to be deeper in. It seems to be the skull and the arms and things that are on the periphery.
You hear kind of a whoa from Barty. And he just doesn't really think about it. He just starts scooping out the bits.
What are you doing now?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Second. So I'm assuming I end up, or am not, taking any additional damage by removing these.
You can pull out, if you want to pull all the bones out, you can pull the bones out. This one, because it's mainly burnt, because you're just pulling the bones from it, you won't take any damage.
Oh, okay.
Getting this stuff out.
I just start like laying them aside and whatnot.
It's only when you pull out big chunks and eat it. The acid really has a good chance to work.
Fine. Yeah, so he just continues to rummage, see if there was like if he's missing any bits.
I don't think there's...
Barty and Bruin, you can both give me a medicine check, please.
Sure.
I think maybe we've gotten everything out of these things that we possibly can.
Barty, it strikes you as odd. It's not like this creature ate a humanoid, because then all of the bones would be mixed up together in the center of it. It's like the plant grew from the humanoid, so that all of the like leg bones and arm bones and hands and stuff are on the outside as this thing grew from. That's what it seems like.
Huh.
Or maybe not grew from, but grew through might be a better description from what you see.
So like pierced it and then stayed there and then grew out from that kind of vibe. Like used a person like a lattice.
I think that is exactly the kind of assumption that Barty would make, yes.
Perfect. Huh. I think it used the person like a garden ornament thing.
And Bruin with a 14, as Barty's explaining this to you, you're going, yeah, that kind of makes sense. It makes sense in the way that, the evidence presented to you. I mean, you're not sure it's really making sense in the grand scheme of things why that would happen, but...
Barty turns to Azurian and holds up the skull, is like, do you want this? This is kind of your thing.
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Is it important? And he it kind of tips it upside down, kind of looks into the base of the skull. Like, is there any... And gives it a shake. Holds it up to his ear. I think I can hear the ocean. Maybe it is magic.
Maybe it is Barty.
Huh.
If you put a string between that and another piece, you could wear them like ear cups, and you could go and listen to the ocean all day.
I mean, there is another skull in the other plant. Or there was. You probably smashed it to pieces with the axe, but...
That's going through Barty's mind as you said that. And he sort of mumbles, okay, hand axe next time.
And Leonid kind of, after finishing his sketches, comes over and says, the Rashemen are very involved with the land. They believe that they protect the land and the land protects them. Maybe this is a reflection of that.
He waggles the skull. You think it protected this guy?
Well, it doesn't seem like necromancy is what I mean. It seems more... He looks over at Harbard. More natural, perhaps? What is Harbard doing over in these bushes?
I'm kind of looking around for where they came from, and I was looking for druidic markings and hoping they weren't some kind of dryad thing.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
So, Harbard, as you come over here and have a look around, you see there are... Give me a survival check as well, please.
That I can do.
Yeah, you find a broken arrow shaft, and it's old. You kind of then check around, and there seem to be signs of a struggle here, but it seems like quite some time ago. You find some very old dried blood kind of soaked into the ground in one place. This broken piece of arrow. There's subtle clues, but it's about everything you can find here.
Mm-hmm. Is that where the plant came from?
This is where one of them came from. The other one came from over here. There are two of these large clumps of bushes, and they came from the two clumps.
Yep. Well, wherever they got the skeletons from, I think they've had them for a long time. But I don't think it's the plants that killed them. Maybe it was, actually. I don't know. But Leonid's right, they weren't really evil.
They seemed pretty evil to me. I mean, we weren't doing anything. They tried to murder us.
A lot of stuff is territorial.
That is true, I suppose.
Well, onwards, I suppose. Now I feel bad.
Nah, you shouldn't feel bad.
But they were just normal plants, I think.
No, that's not a normal plant.
It's like killing a dryad. Dryad's a good plant. Actually, what is a dryad?
They had skulls in them. They were clearly evil.
Like they ate people.
That's true. Skulls are very evil. There's a skull inside you right now.
Oh my god.
Dryad's just
The evil within.
God damn.
Okay, someone else make it 3D.
3D. Oh, I see.
Right, so you still have half of the day left. Are you
Traveling.
spend more time here investigating this, or are you going to carry on along the road?
I think we're just gonna carry on. Right, guys?
My son.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's go.
All right. So you guys have collected whatever you want from this area, and you carry on, eyes peeled. That's all for this instalment of Man's Model Moments. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel for more like it, and share this video with others you think would also enjoy it. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and if you're feeling generous, then I also have a Patreon, which is absolutely the best way of helping me to grow the channel and produce more content like this. With that, I hope you have plenty of modelling moments of your own, and I look forward to welcoming you on the next video.